to say.
Yes,
Out here.
people out here, like my big bro Mikey says, welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take note, I'm not joined by JV, but I am joined by, if you watch the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, which you should watch, you would have seen one of my big bros, Mikey, on. Mikey, first and foremost, what you saying? Are you good?
Oh, good man. Thanks for having me on in it. So hopefully I keep everybody entertained as well. Or you might just find me boring, but tough anyway.
Yeah, it's tough you here regardless. Nah. They
Yeah,
like you on the
yeah.
Q&A, so they should
Yeah.
like you here. You get what I'm saying in that
Yeah,
regardless. So yeah, people, JV will be back at some point soon. He's just working, that's all it is, isn't it? So JV's not left, he's not gone anywhere or anything like that. He's just working hard. That's why I'm just handling business. That's why you've not seen him on seen him on shows recently, but he will be back. I spoke to him today, and he did say he misses doing the shows and he misses you all. But first and foremost, before we get into the show anyway, I just want to say, make sure you hit the like button on the video. If you're watching this on YouTube right now or you're watching this back, hit the like button on the video, share it across all your socials. So that means retweet it on Twitter, share it if you're on Facebook, and repost it if you're on Instagram. Also subscribe to the Sarcasm City YouTube channel. We are closing in on 1,500 subs. So make sure, you know what I'm saying, you hit that sub and get us there ASAP. So RB says, yo guys, salute to RB, big up, you're always here.
Salute.
Me. The Ugly Gram says, yes, Flawless, salute the Ugly Gram. Temps Baller says, my broskies and that, big up. AV8 says, yes, the squad, big up AV8. That's Mikey, by the way. Don't get confused. They twins in it. So that's Mikey, Jeremiah.
I don't mind, no, it's all good, man. He's shining, you're shining it.
Yeah, facts. Don't get them. I know it's easy to get them mixed up, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah. 187 Gangster Crick says, big up the ManDem, salute, big up each and man. Every time. Don't know, we are out here. What did he say? The Ugly Gram says, I noticed every day you switch hot. Yeah, man, it's only right. You get what I'm saying? And that you just switch through in it, depending on how I'm feeling, how much time I have, etc. So I'm like, you know what? Get me. The hair's a mess. So I'm like, all right, let me just put on the big hat today. You get what I'm saying? That's how it works. So obviously, United are playing Istanbul today.
Yeah.
So that's what we're obviously going to be the main talking point. Any other questions you have, feel free to ask us and we will get to them at the end. So let me say that again. Any questions you have for us, we will get to them at the end. Ask us anything present. But I just want to go through, obviously, previewing the Istanbul game. Really, United should have been on 9 points already because we should have beat Istanbul. First and foremost, Mikey, what was your thoughts on the game we lost, actually? The Istanbul game, the previous one. Give us your thoughts on that, because obviously you haven't spoken on it.
Oh, the cohesion was awful, man. So basically, I think we took it a little bit for granted. Istanbul, of course. But the most disappointing thing was them getting records, man. They didn't score a goal in the Champions League. They've never won a game in the Champions League, and they did it all in one night. And I just thought, wow, especially with I think it was the first goal where Dan Babar just ran straight through.
Yes, yeah, it was the corner that we had, and then everyone was our back four was on the edge of their box.
It was a madness. And yeah, free Donny van der Beek. Indeed,
we're gonna get into that.
Yeah. So that overall, I just thought, to try what he tried, I didn't mind. But when it backfires in your face like that, you just look like he just looks how he is anyway. If that makes sense.
No, I get what you're saying.
So I get what you're saying. You know, I've got quite strong views on that sort of thing. Like he just didn't need to change, man.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but like it's Istanbul. You touched on it. They broke records, hadn't scored a goal, hadn't won a game, and that all came against us. And after the start we had in the group, you would expect, okay, Istanbul, you win this game, that's 9 from 9. You're almost out of the group. Like really, United today's game should be a win and you qualify, but it's not. But that's why I titled the vid, if United beat Istanbul, you get me? Do we get through the group of death? And we are almost there. And we do have to give Ollie and the players credit for that, because when this group was made, everyone was calling it a group of death. It's a group of death. It's a group of death. I thought it was a tough group, but I thought our fan base is very reactionary, and I think that's very over the top. Yes, it is a tough group, but it's not a group of death to me. And it wasn't a group of death to me. I said when the Champions League draw was made, because we did it on Aaron's channel, I expect United to get out of this group. And I still now expect United to get out of this group. I expect United to win today, that'll take us to 9 points. And then literally, if you get a win against another win against either a PSG or Leipzig or 2 draws, United go through in the group. And I think that's just the problem with our fan base. Yes, shit is bad, but our fan base always makes it worse than what it is.
Right.
Our fan base, it does. Our fan base always makes it worse than what it is. And this is someone who is extremely unhappy. I'm on all these platforms talking about how Ollie's not good enough, how the board's not good enough, how Woodward's not good enough, the owners are not good enough. But when things go well, it's like our fan base can't enjoy it. And I understand that to an extent. Like if you look at the West Brom game, I felt worse after United have taken certain L's and certain draws because the performance was so bad. But to get out of this group is still an achievement because, like I said, everyone wrote us off. Bar me and a few others, especially social media, had wrote us off completely. What were your thoughts on the group when it was first drawn? Did you think it was a group of death, or you thought it was a tough group? Or you expected?
No, I didn't. I didn't think it was a group of death at all. No, I think what previously on the run up was with it being fine line running up into the end of last season and us achieving third, which I thought we were going to get in the first place. I'll just say it straight. I thought we were going to win the Europa and everything. Like it was. Okay. I don't think it was, and I don't see it as being high expectations as some people suggest. It was. We should have progressed to the final and done the damn thing. So no, I didn't think it was a group of death. Only because we beat PSG before. We'd beaten before. They're just facts. I didn't think RB Leipzig were an established challenge that we've come up against before, so that was always possible. Although we won the game 5-0, I was a little bit generous. I did think we could beat them like a 3-2.
Okay,
and then obviously you got Istanbul. I thought we'd beat them, but obviously it went the opposite way. So no, I didn't. Listen, I expect us to get out of the group right now. So let's just call it that. And I don't think we need to play fantastic football either. Just the caliber of players that we've got. We should be able to beat Istanbul, especially tonight. And then we got off to 2 great starts with PSG and with RB Leipzig. And then I just thought, right, you've just got to do one job. Because you had that one job where if we would have beat them, we would have qualified. So I expect us to qualify now. Or you know what it is? It's Europa football again. It's just a damn embarrassment.
Yeah, we don't need that, especially after the start we had. Because even though the Istanbul, and this is what I'm talking about, our fan base being very over the top and overreacting to things. If someone would have said from the first 3 games you would take 6 points, we would have took that. If someone said from Leipzig, PSG, Istanbul, United will take 6 points, we would have all took that. I would have took that. Considering how tough this group is, I would have took that. I think everyone would have took that. Yes, it's just the fact that we beat PSG in impressive fashion. We beat Leipzig in impressive fashion. Then we went and lost to Istanbul in the battery, which we did, which has upset everybody. But someone said it here. RB said it. Our fan base is so divided. It's either a debate between Oli, Pogba, and Barshala. That's another issue that our fan base has, is that we're the only fan base I see pitch our players against each other. And like I said before, previously it was Rashford and Martial. Now it's Pogba and Bruno. Why can't we support all our talented players? Them 4 players I just mentioned to me are all talented. Yes, you can have your preferences on what you like, on who you think's better, but they're 4 talented players. Like, let's not get mistaken. And no other team does this. I don't see Liverpool fans debating Mane and Salah. I didn't see City fans with De Bruyne and Silva. I don't see it. It's just our team. I don't see Arsenal with Aubameyang and a Lacazette, for instance. I don't see them debating these things, but it's just our fan base who does that. I don't get it. I just want to get to this comment here. Eduardo De Rosa said, "What up, Flawless, out here in Chi-Town, you know. Right, you in Chicago? Okay. Respect, man.
Jeez,
all the way in Chicago, man, in the Midwest.
Man.
I know, man. Big up for watching, man. All the way from there.
That's big, that.
That's massive. He also says, when we got knocked out of the semis in the Europa League, that showed Oli isn't qualified. And that's the thing is, we actually played well, I think, in that game. We just missed chances. And that's my biggest issue with Manchester United is there's ways to lose games. And that's why I say you should dominate the ball. Yes, dominating the ball doesn't mean you automatically win games. But what it allows you to do is create chances. City are a prime example. They dominate the ball. Look how many chances they create. The issue that City have is they can't score. I think against Spurs, they had 22 shots. Something like that.
Yeah.
22 shots. So that tells you if you have 22 shots in a game, that increases your chances of winning the match. That means your strikers didn't do what they were supposed to do. I wish that was United's problem. But our issues are everywhere else. Is not even getting on the ball enough to have 11 shots. Never mind 22 and 25. But that's what we should be doing with the caliber of player we have. That's just me though, personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
well, you're not far off.
Yeah, go on.
You're not far off. Go on, read that one out. Yeah.
187 Gangster Crip says United has the biggest fan base in the world. It's natural there will be division amongst us. That is true. I've spoken on that. It still don't make it right though. You know what I'm saying? It still doesn't sit right with me. I don't understand if you're a United fan why you would pitch players against each other. Yes, you can debate who's better, but you don't have to slander one to big up the other. You get what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. Shout out my dumb man. He says, yes, man, them on the way home, tuned in as always. Make sure you subscribe to Fake Football TV. Hey, I say this all the time. Mods, put Fake Football TV. Please put Manny's channel in the comments so people can sub. He was on the episode last week, I do believe. So make sure you check it out. Oh, shout out my guy Charlie and that. You know what I'm saying? He's all the way in Brazil. You get me? Rio de Janeiro.
Big up, man.
Yeah, man. Big up Charlie. He says, big up my man Flawless. I don't want you to drop down to the Europa League, so I hope you win. Plus, if you go through, it gives Ollie some more time.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm saying. He an Arsenal fan, to let people know, by the way. You know what I'm saying? He an Arsenal fan. Anna says, I can't comment on your YouTube channel. What is your YouTube at? You know what I'm saying? And I make sure that you're not blocked. So let me know, Anis. DM me on Twitter, yeah? And I make sure you unblock. Yeah, because I don't know why you can't comment. I don't know if that's an issue. If anyone else is having issues commenting on YouTube, please let me know. Shout out the Mic Check gang and that.
Yo, big up the Mic Check gang.
Yeah, the mic.
Yeah, big them up. Big up. Well, yo, I know he's frozen there. I don't know if you can still hear me, ladies and gentlemen. But I think with the sort of that pitting against our players, I think that's more a case of, I agree with Gangster Crip there, by the way, because we've got such a big fan base. But it's also, I think, because you've got a couple of French players that play on the French team, a few English players, that sort of thing going on. But like I said, if there's no cohesion, you're not going to get what people are looking for. So we can all see it as a fan base collectively. And some of us are able to break down, right? That's not really working because there's no cohesion. And then you've got another set of fans that can see the cohesion, but are like, well, why is it not working?
I hear that.
You know what I mean? Like,
I
think it's a given because everyone's got their own mindset. And I actually think I was talking to you about it, Flawless. I actually think Martial is clinical when he gets the chances. But when you get one chance and it ain't going in, you just look whacking it.
That's my point. And I've said this time and time again. Yes, Martial should have buried that. I'm a big fan of Martial. He should have buried that chance against West Brom. That's nothing to do with nothing. That's not Ollie's fault. That's no one's fault. My issue is that, like you said, you get one chance. If you look at Mo Salah, I always use him as an example. He'll get 2 to 3 chances a game. So even if he misses that one, he'll get 2 others and he might score both of them. And no one's talking about the missed chance. Everyone's scoring about the brace he scored, because that's what happens. You create chances. All top strikers, no matter who it is, miss chances. Take any line like Lewandowski, who scores goals ridiculously, will miss chances. Mane, Salah will miss chances. Jamie Vardy will miss chances. Aguero will miss chances. Any striker you name, Aubameyang will miss chances. But the teams, some of the top strikers are playing in the better teams. They create so many chances for them. You might get 4 or 5. And if they score 2, no one's talking about the missed chances. That's what it is. 187 Gangster Crip says, I agree, Flawless. We shouldn't be comparing our own players. They play for us, for fuck's sake. Facts it is. Ahmed, I see that comment there. I will figure out why you can't comment on YouTube, but we appreciate you locking in on the Periscope. Please share it. Let's get these numbers up, people. Let's get this show as big as possible. Share this, please.
But the other thing is as well, Flawless, is I think someone said it, Eduardo. I agree. He does need to finish his chances.
Yes, he should finish
but
that.
They all do. But they all do. They all need to finish it. It's like, if you look, I was talking to my boy the other day, if you look at when Rashford, Rashford's a good player. He's got levels to go up as well. But if you look at when he starts running with the ball now, Rashford, he ain't passing the ball to Martial straight away. He'll rather go for goal. Clock him, He'll rather go for goal first before he passes the ball. You seen it against Red Bull Leipzig, he scores first and then he passes Martial the ball. I think Martial is more of a team player. he's definitely. I don't even think he's definitely more of a team player. I might get the ball, yeah, clear in the net, because the rest of them are not really gonna pass you the ball, and you need to get your own momentum going. I think we had this off camera, of course. I personally think Martial is gonna score 22 goals this season.
Yeah, you said that to me. I can see him scoring that, and I could see him scoring more. Like I said, with a better manager and a better system around him. And imagine he was getting 3 to 4 chances a game, how many goals he would score, because he is very clinical. Yes, he should have scored against West Brom, but all strikers miss chances, like without question. I want to get to Abdi Mahmoud is not having it. He said hashtag Ollie out, sack him tonight. He is not having it.
Freedom of speech, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm with it. I'm on Ollie being sacked. If Ollie got sacked tonight, I'd be like, okay, it's time to go for me. Time's up. And I don't see him after this Istanbul game. If you look at the run of fixtures Manchester United have up until the new year, it's not kind. It's not kind. I can see him being sacked during Christmas. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because the fan base gets on top, and also what you don't have in its favor is because you have so many games in a short space of time, the pressure will mount. So you don't have a week in between bad results. We've seen what happened. I said this before. The Everton game, I believe if he lost, he would have been sacked. But the players turned up. Shout out Jeremiah Ojan. He said, if we win our next 5 games, Ollie will not get sacked. Well, no, because he's in a good run of form. So, of course, he wouldn't be sacked if he's winning games. If he wins his next 5 games, which won't happen, by the way, then that means he's had... If we go on a run like that in the Premier League I'm talking about, then Ollie would have turned... That's something he's not done. So that's definitely a major improvement. I just don't see it happening. I hope I'm right. Hasib Hassan says, yes, bro, you good. Hope we win tonight. Yes, I'm blessed, and I'm hoping we win tonight. I think all Manchester United fans currently watching this hope we win tonight. Like, definitely. D'Angelo Gedon, he says, I don't think it's about him being a team player. It's just the way he plays. Rash is a direct head down player. Martial is a pure footballer. That's a fair shout, I would say, about them both. What's your thoughts on that?
I think he's exactly what he says he is, but that still makes him a team player. Like, I can play football, but I know when there's a better player, but I know that with the pace I've got, and you know me and well enough, like I don't have to be a great footballer. Let's use Dan James, for example, the guy needs to be better on the ball, but also if you look at the way he breaks, and if he sees a better player ahead of him, he never passes the ball. So that's a head down sort of player. He never passes it. I'm saying when Martial gets the ball, better touch, holds it up better, lays it off better, creates better chances, even has to create the chances for himself. Pure footballer, right?
Yeah.
But he's still passing the ball.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying.
D'Angelo's right. I'm just saying that he'll play for the team instead of going for making that chance for himself and booting it in the goal. Do you get around? Come Rashford, he'll shoot like Ronaldo or whatever it is, imitating it. He'll try and knuckle puck the thing just for the sake of knuckle pucking the thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's down. I guess it's down to how you see how somebody plays football. So you got if obviously someone's playing in sort of another country, have a different idea of football, but I can hear what he's saying though. He said that's the way I look at it. It won't if me and you are playing up front, and you've got Rashford's got more goals than Martial, right?
Currently, yes. Rashford is United's top goal scorer this season,
right? So if I need to score goals, I'm with Eduardo, then you need to kick the ball in the net. Sometimes you got to go from being a poor footballer to being a head down fox in the box, or just pure greed.
Now, I get what you're saying, but then that comes down to why I want to see Manchester United play in a 3-5. What's this? All right. Yeah. This is why it comes down to
breaking up a little bit. Flawless. I don't know what's going on there, ladies.
Playing in a 3-5-2.
Yo, I think he's had to check out there for a little bit, but let me just read a couple of the comments. United should always have a world-class manager for our up and coming world-class managers. I think I agree on that one. I think
because I'm hotspotting someone around me, innit? That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Am I back all right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're back. You
All
just,
right. Cool.
yeah, you would have broke up most of that conversation that you were saying. I think you need to go back to the beginning because I don't think
Yeah.
anybody heard what you were saying.
Nah, it's calm. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, this is why I want to see Manchester United play the
Yeah.
three at the back, because then we can play
Mhm.
two strikers. Because I think Rashford's
Mhm.
better up front in a two. And like you said, him
Yeah.
being direct, you want that type of greed from your strikers. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what you want. So
Yeah.
I'm with that. I've said this, innit? Like
Yeah.
United need to play three at the back. That's with the squad we have, that's the best system for us. Yes, the defense is shaky, so add another central midfielder. People talk about us not having a holding midfielder good enough, so play three at the back, because then if you do play a six in there, he has extra backup. Then you can have and then you got your two wing backs as well. If it just suits us down to a T, I think we don't have no wingers, so why play with wingers?
No, we don't. Well, we do. We have one. Dan James is a winger, but it's just. And listen, I can tell you this offhand. Yeah, Dan James and Bruno go to the same person, which I'm not going to mention on here, to go, and I know this 100% truth, 100% fact. He practices football with the same person that Bruno practices football with.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And he's still not improved. Do you get where I'm coming from? So each individual, the system works like this, yeah. One second, who made a point there now?
Go
on. Yeah, I'm with that. I think Bash is better on the wing. Somebody was saying today he's not a winger, but it ain't got nothing to do.
It's nothing to do with being a winger. I think he's just better. He's better. To me, he's better centrally in a two. You know what I'm saying? It allows him to do more. If you look at the hat-trick against Leipzig, look at where he scored them goals from. He's
straight through in the middle, running through on the right. He runs through on the right, though.
At the right, like I would like to see him on the right, but to me, when you play central, you can do that. You can drift either side.
Yeah.
When you play on the left or you play on the right, you have to be out.
Totally agree.
Whereas you can drift if you're through the middle. Look at the goal against PSG to win him. If he's playing left or right, he probably doesn't score that goal. But because he's playing centrally, he's picking up them areas. It gives you more freedom. And that's one thing you want your creative players to have is freedom. You don't want them restricted. What do we always talk about with Pogba? It's like his restrictions. We want to give him a free role. It's that type of thing. That's what it is.
Do you know what, though, with Pogba? I just don't think he really wants to particularly play for Manchester United, though.
You don't think he wants to play for United?
Nah, I think he's had enough, innit?
You know what? If that's the case, I wouldn't be shocked by that if he has had enough.
When you go through so many managers, you go through so many promises and broken promises. I don't think it's a dislike for the club. And then you got whatever's going on with the board or whatever it is going on. It's just not working for him right now. But what if he was to play tonight? I think he's injured. But once he's got good games in him. But it just wouldn't surprise me if he's a little bit fed up. Like, because he said, what did he say? He came out and said he's going through the toughest period in his career. So it doesn't matter if he wants to go to Juve. Like, he knows if he wanted to go to Juve or Real Madrid, he'd have to play a lot better than what he is anyway, even though he can go.
Definitely.
He just makes his price cheaper. So whether people dislike Pogba or like Pogba, he's still got in his locker to play well. I'm not saying he's checked out. I'm just saying I'm not sure he's got it in his locker to do it at United. Within that, the enthusiasm of not playing for football with you other guys, that that's what I think anyway.
Jeremiah Ojan spoke on it because he did say he's not playing today. I can't find a comment, but yeah, he's injured, so yeah, it wouldn't be surprised. But United should win today, regardless. Abdi Mahmood here says, "What would it take for Oli to get sacked?" Oh, who would I take if Oli gets sacked? Sorry, I'm taking Poch. That's just me, though. I'm taking Poch, but I'm taking any operator. Like most people's picks, I would take. So the majority of the managers who have been linked with the position, I would take. So Poch and Nagelsmann and Allegri. Who else has been linked with the job? Those three, for example. Ancelotti. My three picks would be Poch, Allegri, or Ancelotti. That's my top three in order. But I would take any of those three. I'd take any quality operator because I think any manager of any substance or caliber does bits with this squad because the squad is there. United, to me, are only 3 players away from being able to win the league. I legit believe we're a centre-back, a holding midfielder, and a right winger away. And I don't think there's many teams that are close. Look at Chelsea. Chelsea were further away than us in terms of what they needed, and they went and got what they needed. They needed a goalkeeper, a left-back, a centre-back, a number 10, a winger and a striker, and he went and got that. Now look, Chelsea are genuinely tight. They could win it. Chelsea could genuinely win it.
Chelsea are well in the race. There's no doubt
Yes.
about it. But like Andrew Ellis is saying there, yeah, I wouldn't rule out the Southampton manager either. He's the former Red Bull Leipzig manager, right? That guy with Hasselhusen or whatever it is. So I can see everybody's going to have their own thing. I'm saying we need to screen properly for the next manager. And so far, that does look like it's going to be Pochettino. So it's not particularly that I want him in. It's just that's who they've screened for. And as AV8 was saying, if you wanted that manager at the time, they should have just paid for him. But I think he was tied into some contract anyway that he couldn't play for another. He couldn't go to another Premier League team for 18 months or something like that. Pochettino, that is. If they were going to buy him out of his contract. And the other thing is, I heard today, probably on another YouTube channel, I can't remember, but I definitely know, I don't know, I didn't see it in the papers or anything like that, but we're supposed to be lining up the Everton director of football, aren't we?
Okay, I'm with that.
That's what the word is that's what I'm hearing anyway.
I'm with that. Okay, I'm with that. We got 20 people watching live right now. Please make sure you all hit the like button on the video, share it across all your socials, and subscribe to the channel. This is the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Andrew Ellis here says, Man United should always be an expansive side than a defensive side. Here's the thing. It should be a mix. It's a game-by-game basis. Yeah. Against most teams, I think Manchester United should be the aggressor on the more expansive side. Against certain sides, I understand if you go away like we did PSG. I'll use that as a prime example because it's recent. We did a job on a very good attacking side. Like, that's perfect. The way United set up, the game plan was perfect. Their game plan was spot on and it worked down to a T. But you don't play like that against everyone. That's what I'm saying. The T4D says he's playing defensive, knowing if he loses, he is out. That is not good. Yeah, facts. I think he plays it safe. I think he plays it safe.
But you know what? Yeah, all the 20 people or the 21 people in here, your respect, man, because I've never seen so much sense in my life. These are
sensible.
Like the China, a lot of sense, but
shout
our kids come in the room and all that. Yeah, but basically, what I will say is, we need. I'm with you. That's why I'm talking about. To just go back to what I was saying, it's about the cohesion. The players are there, and maybe people might think I'm wrong, but when I'm saying Pogba, it may have checked out. But what I'm saying is, let's say Poch did come in, you might see a rejuvenation. If you see a rejuvenation, he didn't want to play. You know what I mean? His headspace is not there because when it comes down to being an athlete, it's not always that you don't want to perform. It's just your head's in a place where you're just not quite there to perform at the best of your ability. And Pogba definitely needs to be at the best of his ability at Manchester United, whether he's got the players around him or not. To me, people say he needs the players around him. Not the people say he needs the players around him. Number one, he has got the players around him, and number two, he doesn't need them. He's Pogba.
He's Pogba. I get what you're saying. His ability should out. Yeah. And that's
he's got the actual ability. Yeah. When he played for France, everyone's going on about Matuidi, this guy. All I see is Paul Pogba. You know what I mean? Like, because that is his job, no matter where he's playing. So I don't know, man. It's a madness. You get where I'm coming from. Yeah. But I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Charlie says, I don't think we'll ever see that Juve Pogba again. Football is changing fast and it's becoming outdated. I think we'll see a better Pogba once we get a better manager in. Because if you look at Pogba's numbers, and I don't like to base it off stats, his numbers are better than they were for Juve. So that tells you, even though he was playing on a better team, Juve in a more dominant team.
There you go.
Yes, there's a mix. Yes, Pogba should be doing better. I say that all the time. He don't help himself with some of his performances, some of his comments off the pitch. He don't help himself, but also as well playing out of position, which at the majority of the time in his Manchester United career, he has played out of position, hasn't helped him either, and he still made an impact. Get into all the comments I can, people. Like I said, get your questions in. Lewis Kirk says, do a watch along. I don't really like watch alongs, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like
point in them,
Nah, I see the point in them because people want to hear people want to hear your direct. I think some people prefer the commentary from us because we're
not me,
some of the commentators. Not you, but I'm saying from us.
yeah,
Yeah, me. I put
yeah,
you in
yeah,
that
yeah,
bracket as well because if the people didn't like you, they would say. So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
they want to hear commentary from us, the likes of me, Saeed,
yeah.
Aaron, Rants, etc., etc. And then two, they want what your reaction is on that. But yeah, dude, I'm not really a fan of watch-alongs like that. But I may do some in the future if there's enough demand for it. If you lot demand anything, we'll make it happen in it. Like you lot run the show basically. So
One
anything
second.
you want, we make it run. Yeah, go on.
So just to answer your question, Ahmed, like, so when he goes to France, so when he went, Flawless just said what his number, did you say that the numbers were better here at United than they
I think
were at Juve?
yeah, his numbers are
Right
better.
then, so
Yes.
you're saying that he needs Mappe, Griezmann, and Kante. So how comes his number? He had Pirlo, Marquisio,
Vidal,
Vidal, he had
Chiellini.
Morata and Tevez in that team, just so you know, yeah. So he doesn't need the players. He's got Bruno around him. He doesn't matter. He's got Fred, who's on form right now, yeah. He's got Matic around him. You don't matter how if they're fading, he's still got that ability. You could see that from the last season. So you're not going to convince me. So from when he was at when Pogba was at in the youth team at Manchester United, yeah, the reason why he left was because Ferguson didn't want to play him. I don't care what anyone else says. They say, oh, his attitude. He didn't actually play him.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't get a
facts.
chance, then how do you know? Then he went to Juve and had those players around him. Then everybody said, oh, it was the players around him that that made him better. But he never played for United in the first place. So obviously he had those players around him. He's come here, his stats are better. I didn't even know that. And then
stats, if you look at his numbers, like his assists and goals here are better than they were. I think at Juve is highest. Someone in the comments will tell us. I think it was only like 12 goals or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
he didn't win the Champions League, did he? Just missed
and that's
out
what I'm saying.
It.
He was
It's
a
opinion,
finalist
innit?
in the Champions League. Yeah, he was a finalist in the Champions League. Like that Juve side was a very good side. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it was a bad side, but yeah, he's still putting up numbers, which tells you he's putting up numbers and putting in performances out of position majority of the time. People forget he got Ollie the job, and someone made this comment. Oh, I want to give them credit because I can't remember who it was. It might have been on the Q&A that we did that, but the Q&A was nearly 6 hours, so forgive me. But someone said, people are saying Pogba this, Pogba that. He's played 20 Premier League games in the last 2 seasons. How is he the injury? He's played 20. Injury? Yeah, through injury. So he's played 20 games. So the fact that people make out he's the main problem and the main issue, he's played 20 matches.
Precisely, that's it. And even and before that, he won the Europa League in the first 2 years at being at United, didn't he? He won the Europa League at being. Let's say he's won something, and he's had all these apparently crap players, but he's not won anything since then. So again, like it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So with Bruno coming in, that mate, and he finished second, by the way. Last year we finished third. So somebody still needs to tell me how he's needs the better players around him, because if he did that with crap players or Ibrahimovic or whatever it is, come on, man, you need to do better than, if you're gonna troll me, you need to do better than that, Jed.
187 Gangster Crip says 3 signings we need: Upamecano, Zakari, Sancho. I'd be happy with, I think with those 3 signings and Poch, United are challenging for the Premier League, especially with the quality. I think United can challenge for the Premier League this season with a proper manager. I'm not saying we could win it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying with the quality in the Premier League, the top 2 teams not being what they were. Look at the team. Like I said, Southampton have been top of the league. Aston Villa have been top of the league. That tells you all you need to know. Leicester have been top of the league. None of those teams that I've mentioned have better 11s or better squads than us. So that tells you there's an issue there. Yes, they have better teams because their managers are better. Whether it's Brendan Rodgers, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's as Saeed calls him, Hassan Hooter, you know what I'm saying? Hassel Hooter, that's what he calls him. The T4D says, if Poch comes, I'll just hope he has revolutionized his style, because I didn't like his style at Tottenham. As long as he's successful, I don't care. I do believe his style would be better, because this is the best group of players he would have dealt with. This is comfortably the best group of players he would have had. And it's easily, without doubt, the best group of players he would have inherited. If you look at the squad he inherited at Spurs, he signed a lot of those players. He signed your Sons. He signed your Dele Allis. He signed Dyer. He signed, who else did he sign when he was there? Wanyamas, etc., etc. Like that squad was majority. Him, was a Poch team. Ahmed says yes, flawless. Salute.
Yeah. No, he's saying, but Ahmed, you're saying he's been shagged for 4 years. I'm saying in the first 2 years he's won something though and finished second. So it doesn't. His form's got nothing to do with the players around him. It doesn't matter what Man United have promised him. he's just not played well in the last 2 years with the 20 games. Yeah,
you can
that
still get the
played.
best. I get what he's saying, but you can still get the best out of your ability. Pogba should still be doing more regardless because of the ability that he has. Because if you look at
he's not
certain
played
players,
well for Mourinho, he's not played well and he's not playing well for Ole, right?
Yeah, I would say that.
Right,
I
so
would say
2
that.
plays. So we won with Mourinho, is what I'm saying to you.
Mm-hmm.
He finished second, and he had the same points or whatever it is, and we still not seeing no improvement. So we cannot be the players around him. It has to be him, right?
Yeah, it's him. I think it's a mix. I think it's a mixture of all. I think it's a mix of both because you should still be, because with his ability, even with the players around you, that helps. You should still be the best player on the pitch. And I've seen certain games where Pogba has been the best player on the pitch.
Yeah,
and that he's had like the likes of Pereira and Dan James and players like that around him. So I know he should be doing more. He should be doing more at times. Like we see it with De Bruyne. Like even when City are not playing well, De Bruyne is still putting up numbers. De Bruyne is still playing.
Has, but you know what? Someone's come up with a stat today. Bruno and De Bruyne. There's one pass difference. I think De Bruyne's loses the ball about on average about 35 times a great game, and Bruno loses it 36. So when people are saying there's this massive, it just depends if you finish your chances, right?
Nah, I hear that, but the thing is, why I'm not fussed about. The reason why I don't watch the stats on that, to me, as an attacking player, as a creative player, I'm looking at, obviously, you're going to lose the ball because you're trying to make things happen. How are you losing 100%. The ball? Are you making the right decision? If you're trying to if you're trying to play a through ball and the through ball's on and it doesn't go through, all right, cool, I'm cool with that. My issue is when you're losing the ball carelessly. Like I've seen Bruno at times, and it's not just Bruno, but I'm using him as an example. Lose the ball, making a 5-yard pass, making a 10-yard pass. And it's like, that's unacceptable for everyone, especially your best player. Like, definitely. Shout out Manny. He says, we indoors now. Let me get active in the comments. And he said, and let's not forget, this is what I said. In the last 2 years, he's only played 20 Premier League games. And like I stated, that's why I don't look at Pogba as the main issue, because he's not. If he would have played 40 to 50 games in the last 2 years, that's different. You know what I'm saying? And that, but he's played 20 games because he is. That's the issue that I think people overlook with Pogba. I have an issue with his injury record. That's what I look at.
Yeah, and United's fitness team is, on that level, United's fitness team is not good. Not looking good.
I hear that.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
The T4D says, let's demand a watch along, LOL. Whatever you lot demand will make happen. Any content you ask for, I will make happen if there is enough demand for it. You know what I'm saying? That's how heavy that I fuck with the supporters of Sarcasm City TV. You know what I'm saying? So anything you want, if there's enough demand for it, I will make it happen. D'Angelo Gerdon says, Flawless, is there any way some of us can join the podcast to share our thoughts? The Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, I did the last one last Sunday. It went on for nearly, it was 5 hours and 42 minutes. I opened up the line. So occasionally what I'll do is actually at least once a month for the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, I'll put it out and anybody can jump on. So salute to everyone who watched that. It was literally, I'm not lying, we did a 5 hours and 42-minute podcast.
That's a madness.
That's, you know what I'm saying? That's how much I rock with you. So I was like, all right, we're just going to give you content. I'm just going through all the comments. Make sure you hit the like button, people, as well. Eduardo De Rosa says that Juve team was in the Champions League final. I hear that. Ahmed is the GOAT of all mods. He's been everywhere. That's fact.
I said that though. They made the Champions League final with better players around them, and he didn't win.
Yeah. Andrew Ellis says the main issue is our pattern of play and training, which continues on
100%. No continuity. No continuity is through the team.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not disagreeing with anyone. I'm just saying that's how you have to look at it.
You're just saying it's both. I don't think it's one. I don't think it's all on Pogba. And that's the issue that this is what happens on social media. It's not all one on Pogba. It's not all on the team. It's a mix of both. Should Pogba have done better? Yes. Should the club have done better to help him be successful? Yes. Give players 100%. The best possible platform to succeed. Pogba hasn't do that, but I got to keep the same energy because I talk about that with Ollie. Ollie's not been given the best possible platform to succeed. Absolutely not. But you should still do better with what you have. Like I said, the certain games I've seen Pogba, and he's been unbelievable. And it's like, where is that all the time?
But Flawless, he's been unbelievable under Jose, but Jose didn't get on with him. And then people are saying that, he didn't buy him. So you got to make your mind up, haven't you? I said, I'm not blaming Pogba for being. I'm not by any means. If they would have listened, some people, it's not that he's not playing. I'm just saying he is not playing well. So
And that's a fair
Jose
point.
didn't like him, and he played well. I'm just saying he's not playing
he's
well.
not. Because when we did
really.
The United Central Shah Saeed, we did the player rating so far in international break, and I gave Pogba low. I think he got a 2 or 3 because Pogba my favorite player, but he hasn't been playing well. So it's like he's right to be dropped. You get what I'm saying? And
100%.
Yeah, the T4D said. Yeah, the T4D says losing the ball is good. It shows they're taking risks. But yeah, it's all about
100%.
how. I agree with that to an extent.
Yeah.
I want my attacking midfielders and attacking players to take risks and not play it safe. But it's making the right decision. That's what it is. If the through ball's on, like I said, and you play the through ball and it doesn't go through, I applaud you for trying to make the through ball. But if the through ball's not on and there's a pass 10 yards to your 10 yards to your left and you play the through ball, I criticize you for it. That's what it is. Yeah. Ahmed says, how can he play well and want to be at United when he's playing as a CB? And that's a fair point. That's the thing is he's played out of position, and I've said that. He played out of position.
Did I? I was talking about him playing well under Jose Mourinho, and people saying that he's not. You said, Ahmed. You said he needs better players around him. Answer the question. I said that he made the Champions League final and he didn't win. He had better players around him. And that Manchester United so far, when he's been under Jose, when he's played well in games and Jose didn't get on with him, did I not say that, Flawless?
Yeah.
So you're arguing over nothing. I'm saying that, look, it's not specifically about Bruno, as I want to free Donny van der Beek too. I'm just saying right now, Pogba's not going to get in the team, whether he's playing at centre-back, which I agree with you, by the way, or out in or out of position. He played on the left wing. He couldn't get in the game. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones, isn't it?
And again, that comes back to my whole point: is it's a mix of everything. It's not just one thing. Why Pogba hasn't been good. Everyone's to blame. You know me? You can argue who's more to blame, but everyone's to blame. There's no one thing. It's not solely on the club. It's not solely on Oli. It's not solely on the players around Pogba, and it's not solely on Pogba. Not in the slightest whatsoever. Kali here says, what other player is played out of position and they're expected to be world class to leave Pogba alone? I'm with that. I am.
I'm with
that. He's not taking a shot at you. Yeah. He's saying that.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that anyone's taking a particular shot at me. I'm saying, and I'm answering the question holistically, right?
Now you answered it.
It's a holistic way of answering the question. Should LA be in the job? No, but he is. Do you know what I mean? Is LA getting the best out of Pogba? No. But we still want to see him play. But unfortunately, he's not playing well, is he?
Yeah, facts.
So fans are just on him for no reason.
Yeah, certain fans are on him for no reason. I agree with that. It's well over the criticism of him is well over the top. But that goes back to my...
Listen, I'm gonna let my broski jump on now, and let him do his thing in it. Peace to everybody, man. I like it. You get me?
I mean, you staying on? Or you jumping
my brother jumping on now.
All right, man. Get big bro on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we switched on that. See that? Clones people.
AV, you know what I'm saying? Yo, pick up everyone that's tuned in.
I'm saying, yes, big bro. You're telling me first and foremost, you good?
Yeah, man. Just had to come in, get showered up and all that lot from flipping work, doing the business. Shout out all the crews and all the educational establishments and all that. And everyone that's jumping in, doing the work for the community out here, stuff.
I hear that. So yeah, Junior Swag King says Q&A was wavy. I enjoyed it still. That's why I stayed for so long. Man said, that stream was sick, not gonna lie. We'll do them. I don't know when I don't know when you're gonna get a 5-hour and 42-minute live stream again in it. But yeah, salute to everybody who locked in.
Sounds a marathon, man. You know what? Next time you do anything like that, and it's a 24-hour, it needs to be some charity event or some something, man.
I'm down for that. We're definitely gonna do that.
For that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, we're definitely gonna do something like that at some point. Definitely, without question. Abdi Mahmood says the more Oli stays, the more damage he does to the club. To an extent, I think now, because he's reached his ceiling. He's done what he was supposed to do to me. Like I said, I like the squad. This is why I'm on his case even more, because you have a better squad than last season and the results and performances are getting worse. This squad is great. I'm excited about the actual team. If you look at the Manchester United squad that we have, yes, it needs improvements, but it's like, even our transfer window was good. Was Oli backed fully and got everything we wanted him to get? No. But was he still backed? Yeah. He still got a left back, which we all wanted. We got Donny, who everyone's talking about, #free Donny. We got a top striker in Cavani who scores goals. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he got improvements and adding into what we already had. And we have a lot of talent. We have a lot of talent, man. We have a lot of talent.
But like you said it, if you said it before, you pointed out many times, the United bench is looking super strong. That's what everybody was talking about. If we would have bought Grealish, everyone was talking about originally that they wanted to put him on the bench. That would have been a super strong bench. The bench is looking strong, and I just think some players are not, performing at the optimum best. And to be honest, even with Ole, he's not showing much consistency. I question that. I do question the coaching. People can point out players are not playing well, but at the same time, that's what the manager's supposed to do. Coach. That's what he's supposed to do. That's why he's got his coaches around him.
Yeah, I hear that. That's facts. And yeah, Eduardo De Rosa's here says we need Bruno and Pogba back together in form ASAP. Facts. 187 Gangster Crip, I'd said this as well. I agree. It's the simple passes Bruno messes up on, which frustrates me. And that frustrates me with any player. Because to me, you should be making a 5 to 10 yard pass. To me is a simple pass. You shouldn't be giving away the ball cheaply. If you give away the ball trying to do the correct thing and it's a difficult pass, I understand it. But don't give away the ball cheaply and that. Like, possession is key. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Like, that's the fact of the matter. I say this all the time. If you have the ball, the other team can't score. If you have the ball at that point, the other team can't. It don't matter how bad you are defensively, etc.
Yeah, because you're retaining the ball, aren't you? You're retaining the ball.
And you're tiring out the opposition as well.
Yeah, and it's the same thing when people say attack and they use that theory of at the end of the day, like, oh, well, he's just fast. Well, an attack, whether it's a fast pass or fast running with the ball, is a fast attack. Do you know what I mean? If you counter attack, the ball's getting moved quickly, or someone's running with the ball quickly, so you can't really argue the fact that people have got the attributes, whether they're strong, whether they're a deadly finisher, whether they're a poacher. There's just certain things that work, and I don't believe that Ole's got that combination right. He's not even. There's just no structure to get the best out of these players when they're all playing together or whether they're on the bench. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Bradley here says the fact Arsenal busters with a 2-man midfield when we had 4-man tells you everything you need to know about how inept Ole is. Oh, we could do a 3-hour show on how inept Ole is. Like, this has been said. This is why I'm tired of talking about Ole's not being good enough. This is why I don't rant and rave and get angry and shout, because I know the man in this job is not good enough to do this job. Therefore, he is going to fall short. Like, that's just what's going to happen. He's going to fall short. You know what I'm saying?
100.
He's going to fall short, like, definitely. And
So what formation does anyone in the comments let me know? What formation do you think Ole is going to be playing for this Istanbul game?
Who knows? Probably 4-2-3-1. I reckon he goes 4-2-3-1. He always plays it safe. You know what I'm saying? And Ahmed, yeah, you can be asked to perform, even though, like you said, so he says you can't be asked to perform at work if you're given it. I don't know why you're so ham on this, but we'll go into it. He says you can't be asked to perform at work if you're given a 1980s PC while your co-workers, while your co-workers, City players have a Mac, but make it make sense. Yes, you can, because you can
language, man. You need to tone down on the language.
Just relax. It's not that deep, man. Just chill out. You know what I'm saying?
It's opinion. That's you've got your opinion. Relax. People are giving their opinion.
Yeah. And here's the thing: is in that analogy that you just used, you can still work with that MacBook. Get me? The same energy you give to Ole. One sec. Yeah, the same way you get. Yeah, I mean, yeah, with the 80s PC. Sorry, the same energy you give to Ole about getting the best. Because I know your glazers are wood without, but the same way you're on Ole's case about getting the best out of it. In that instance, with that 1980s PC, you work with what you got. Yes, is Pogba overly criticized? Yeah, but you see the energy you have here, Ahmed, causes people who are anti-Pogba to go harm because you don't see no fault in him. You don't criticize him. You don't see no fault in him. And Pogba's my favorite player. He's my favorite player. I think he's Manchester United's most talented and best player. But he's been poor at times. At times, I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not all on him.
Did you see that? He said, you can work with a old PC, but you're much slower. Do you want to put that down on the track, lad? I'll smoke you, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Mazza. I'm just trying to get some more of the comments. Hey, everyone like Indiana said, shout out my done Indiana. Football Terrace Familiar said, no freeloading, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, The First XI as well. Indiana, put what your YouTube name in there, innit? And mods, do that. Like, once Indiana puts it, put his YouTube channel in the comments for me, please. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. It's like players have, everyone has to be held accountable. You get what I'm saying? Everyone's accountable at Manchester United. Who's more accountable is just semantics. I'm not really fussed about that, but everyone has to be held accountable for what's going on because nobody is doing enough. Everyone's not being given the best possible platform, including Ole. You know what I'm saying? But then you have to get the best out of the tools around you. You know what I'm saying? Harris Rashid here says, do you think Donny van der Beek will start? Yes, I do think he'll start tonight. What do you reckon?
I hope so. I don't want to be. I don't like I said. I don't want to be seeing two defensive midfielders. I expect Donny, Pogba, and Bruno in that team. In my opinion, that's the way I seen it. That's why I was saying, what do you think he's going to shape up like? Do you know what I mean? Because I think Pogba could play on the left of them as the front three if he was Rashford on the right and Martial down the middle.
Oh, so you like that? So you like the idea of him? I personally don't like the idea, but do you like the idea of seeing him on?
I'm not saying that I like the idea, but why I'm saying is it's not been tried, has it? It's not been tried.
He only tried it against Arsenal. That's the only time we've seen it.
So Pogba with Donny van der Beek.
Oh no! Oh, so you're talking with Donny? Nah, Donny wasn't on the. Was Donny on the pitch at that? No, I don't think he was on the pitch at that point.
I'm saying, like, in a nutshell, basically, why don't you try and get Bruno, Pogba, and Donny all on the same pitch?
Oh, that can happen. You play like, and this comes right back into the next point. Wado here says it. I'll give Ollie props if he goes 3-5-2. With 3-5-2, if you wanted to, you could fit those three in. You could fit Pogba, Donny, and Bruno all in the same side. The 4TD says Donny van der Beek is a must. He must start. I agree with that. Yeah, you can work with a PC, but you're much slower. Yeah, of course, but that's the whole point. Like, that's my whole point is he's not being given the best. You just agreed with me. He's not being given the best possible platform to succeed, but you still work with it. You work with what you have. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm so critical of Ollie. I say this all the time. He's not being given the best possible platform. We know there's issues, but he's not getting the best out of the tools he has. Pogba, at times, hear what I'm saying, that's key. At times, it doesn't get the best out of himself. At times he does. We've seen Pogba at times, Manchester City away, a prime example. I'm not saying you have to perform like that week in, week out. It's tough, yes, but he has that in his locker. That's all we're saying. That's all it is. Just having a look here. All right, less of the, hey, Abdi, don't be no swearing at people. Everyone keep it clean in the comments. Indiana is my guy.
What are saying now?
Yeah, Ahmed, we're here agreeing, no disagreement. Now, I hear you, fam. I hear you. Now, someone talking ish to Indiana, innit? You know what I mean? Not Ahmed, somebody else, innit? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Someone talking ish. So, yeah, I asked you, bro, this, so let's get into this, actually. What was your thoughts? Because on the group, when it was originally drawn, because people were calling it the group of death, I thought, and still, I thought at the time, I still think now, and it looks like I've been proven right, that group of death was over the top. What was your thoughts on it?
But I don't know. I didn't draw. I said it could be a hard group, bearing in mind that United have not been in the Champions League for whatever amount of months, and the way that they play, basically. So they're giving off the evidence that they were playing off when they played in the Europa League and all that lot. I understand why people said that it was going to be like the group of death, but PSG flopped in the final, didn't they? And then RB Leipzig. I mean, what did they really do?
Yeah, they lost them. Yeah.
They didn't really do anything after they got rid of Timo Werner. If Werner was playing, it might have been a group of death. Do you know what I mean? But to me, them teams, we beat all the teams that weren't expected to beat, and then who beats us? Istanbul. Do you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, well, I don't see why it's the group of death. They should be winning these games anyway. But of course, United go and show that they can't beat Istanbul like what was expected. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
No, I hear that. Yeah, and I agree with you. Everyone has to be held accountable. 187 Gangster Crip says Bruno Martial. Actually, before I get to this, everyone let us know where you're watching from in the comments. Please let us know. So we want cities and countries. We don't just want the city. We just don't want the country. We want both. Please let us know where you are watching from in the comments and hit that like button on the video and subscribe to the channel. He says Bruno and Martial were striking a good partnership before the lockdown. Yeah, like, because good players can link up. That's why. So yeah, I get what you're saying with that. What's your thoughts on that, AV?
What, Bruno? Listen. It's about the players getting together, and like I said, and showing consistency. They're not doing that, are they? That's the whole point of this conversation. Whether Pogba plays or he doesn't play, which he hasn't been playing, so he's not blamed to blame for anything. Donny van der Beek's not playing, that is he? And we're all saying we want to see him play. So until Ole puts them all on the same pitch, and they find a way of getting it together because they're saving Ole anyway. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Understand.
you know, that partnership might have been good, but it keeps on getting disjointed, doesn't it? For whether it be the manager or some injury or some foolishness that's got nothing to do with the football game. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. But any of these players can link up. Like I said, they're all talented attacking players, so they can all link up. Harris says, do you think Donny has world-class potential? How old is he, Donny? Is he 22, 23? Does he have world-class potential? I don't see why not. It seems as an attacking player, he has everything in his locker. So I don't see why he couldn't go on to world-class. Yeah, I don't see why he couldn't go on to a world-class level. But I've not seen enough of him to say that. Yeah, I've not seen enough of him. Obviously, at Manchester United, he hasn't played enough for me to be like, yes, definitely. And I didn't see enough of him at Ajax. But it seems he has all the attributes. But we will soon find out. Harris says, Reading, UK, salute to you, Harris. I said Montreal, okay, Canada and that, yeah, in the house and that.
Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, man said 666. Okay, Toronto, we got Canadians in the building. Much appreciate everyone watching.
187 Gans the Crip saying Compton.
So yeah, he's saying Compton and that. Yo, keep it coming and that. Yo, let us know where you are watching from, please. And let us know city and country. We just don't want cities. We just don't want the country. Let us know where you are watching from. The why I got to salute from Trinidad, man, all the way from the Caribbean and that.
In them islands.
Man said, yeah, me. Ugly Grab, you always say this. Man said Belmarsh HMP. HMP. Yeah, you're a fool. And Cali says here, Donny is our best. Then it's to be debated, but the thing is, you can play with 2 10s. If you really want to, you can play with 2 10s. If you want to, and that's why I'm so big on the 3-5-2. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to win a game, you go and attack. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone's turned ultra defensive. Like
safe.
People, ultra safe and defensive, man. Do you know what I mean? I just find it funny that everyone's like, "Oh, we need 2 holding mid," and I'm like, "Why? United never did that." Do you know what I mean?
Not against everyone, no. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing a job on a Neymar and Mbappe, I use them as an example. Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. But yeah, you don't need what's it called each and every time. Not in the slightest than that. You feel me? See, Junior Swag King here says Bruno and Donny 10 partnership. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see that happening. It could work though. Imagine those two supplying a front 2 or a front 3 of whoever. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. You're supposed to go out. I just want to see a game where they actually look like they want to attack.
Yes, you want to see intent, is what you're saying. You want to see something intent.
I want some intent. Every game I seem to watch, it just seems like they're holding back or they're kind of looking over the shoulder, like, managers, are we meant to do this? I don't know what, and I just think, just go and do what you need to do.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Junior Swag King says, flip the holding mids with attacking mids. In certain games, yes, I'm with that. Again, I use it all on a game-by-game basis. There should be plans for like teams, like I've said this, I think I said this on the Q&A, I was like, against lesser sides, when you're playing teams not on your level, you should have a way of playing like, all right, we're going to play on the front foot. If you're playing a team that's equal to you, you should have a way of playing. If you're playing a team that may be slightly better than you away from home, you switch it up. That's what it is. Harris, this is a good question, actually. He says, do you reckon we'd go further? I'm guessing he's saying in the Champions League or Premier League. Me personally, I think Champions League, because we don't have the consistency at this moment in time in the Premier League. And in the Champions League, we have the ability, with the individual players, we have the ability to win games. Any of our players can win games in a moment over a 2-legged tie. All them attacking players we have: Pogba, Bruno, Donny, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, Cavani. All of them. All them attacking players we have. You know what I'm saying? You can make... Oh yeah, all them attacking players we have. What's your thoughts on it further in the Premier League or Champions League?
At the moment, it's looking like the Champions League.
Okay, I hear that. Because bear in mind, you got to give the player and Ollie's credit. This was group of death. We were going out, according to everybody.
That's what I'm saying. You got to look at it for what it is. It looks like we're going further in the Champions League at the moment. But the league's a long way. It's because we're at the brink, aren't we? We're at the brink of qualifying. So if we beat Istanbul, we're through, aren't we? So that's why.
We got 9 points. We have 1 foot in, and then I think if we beat Istanbul, it's 9 points. I can't remember what points PSG and Leipzig are on, but if we do that, if we beat them, then it's what's it called? I mean, then if we beat Istanbul, then it's like 1 foot there. Is it through? Definitely
we're through though. That's what I've heard. It's like that's what he said on the radio today.
Oh, is it?
So,
I hope so. Okay, maybe
if we win today, they're through.
Somebody in the comments actually, use lot, help us out. Let us know. Put the group table, please. Yeah, that's why I'm asking them to do it. Yo, people in the comments, put the group table. Let us know what points everybody's on, etc. Like, thank you very much. The T4D says 4-3-3 with 2 attacking midfielders should be good, but we don't have someone who can control it in front of the defense. Matic no longer agile and fast. McTominay not that good. Here's the thing with that. I'm with the 4-3-3 with the 2 attacking midfielders. And yes, over a long period of time, I don't think we have the one DM to do it consistently. But at home to West Brom, yes, we don't need a world-class defensive midfielder to beat West Brom at home. That's to me, though. That's me. Like, definitely not. Okay, here's the group before we get to some more of the questions. There we go. The Ugly Gram says, PSO, we got United on 6 points, Leipzig on 6 points, PSG on 3 points, Istanbul on 3 points. So if we win today, for instance, that will take us to 9 points. And then say, I'm trying to have a think about this now. And say
PSG win, they'll get 6 points if they'll have 6 points because Leipzig beat them.
I'm thinking draw then. Yeah, I'm thinking draw. And then so we're not definitely through if
right. Okay.
We're close on it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if Leipzig win and we win, that puts us 6 points ahead of both PSG and Istanbul. So that means they'd have to win both games and we'd have to lose, and then it comes down to goal difference, or I don't know if it's head to head in the Champions League group stages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, we're in a strong position considering, like, give the players the flowers if they get out of this group. Because everyone was talking Europa League.
Yeah.
And like I said, everyone was talking Europa League and talking about how bad, yes, we know how bad Manchester United are, but if we get out of this group, give the players the props. Save them questions, Ugly Gram for the, what's it called? The Q&As and that. You know what I'm saying? They're the Q&As. That goes live every Sunday, 8 p.m. The Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, and that's directly after the Sarcasm City podcast, which is current affairs. That goes live every Sunday, 7 p.m. Anna says, I just want to be entertained. Facts. I think we all do.
That's what
we're all starving.
Don't need to switch it. He shouldn't have switched up. Listen, he shouldn't have switched up the team against Istanbul. He didn't need to play. What's his name? The keeper, Henderson, and all that lot. He should have just won the game. Henderson could have played in this game.
I hear that. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because we could have just got the 9 points, hypothetically, and then we could have been going like, right now, you play. Do you know what I mean? And then if you win or draw or lose, you know, right, actually, I've got the next game. So that's why I was asking what team you reckon he's going to be looking at putting out today. Yeah,
I think he'll put 4-2-3-1. We'll see a mix. We'll see your Donnies, maybe a Cavani, etc., all those types. So we'll soon find out. We should have won both Istanbul games. So fuming about that. Yeah, the Ugly Gram, I agree. We should have. Yeah. Like this, the conversation we should be having on this podcast right now is Manchester United win this game and we go through. It shouldn't be 1 foot in. Like we should have won both these games. But hopefully we win today and it rectifies it. And the loss away to Istanbul is just a small blip in the road. Let's hope so. After the group draw, my brother's prediction of how far we would make it in the UEFA was semi-finals in Europa. Facts. People were talking about, with Europa League, blah, blah. I'm not letting people forget that. Like, use lot, your apologies need to be as loud as your disrespect to us. Because you were hella disrespectful to the side. Yes, you don't rate Oli. I don't rate Oli, but I rate the players. Number one. Number two, PSG are a good side, but they are nothing special. They have 2 special talents. Well, minus that, they are not that good. Leipzig just lost their best striker and we beat them 5-0. Imagine we would have lost 5-0 to Leipzig. What our fan base would have been like. Imagine what our fan base would have been like. Let's put that in perspective if we lost 5-0. But when we beat them 5-0, we don't get the credit for it. Our fans, some of our fans, I should say, don't want to give our team credit for it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, right. And then everyone's like, oh, that's why it's the group of death, innit? So I'm saying that it's not really the group of death, but you said it. People have said it and interpreted it. To me, you're supposed to beat. Listen, United they've beaten PSG. Simple things. Simple things. They beat them, right? Then it's Leipzig and that. We're not even played them. Probably beat them. Do you know what I mean? Istanbul, they should have beaten, but United always have that Champions League. One of them games when we got beat by Basel. Remember? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just like, yo. So Boss it's Robert, not like it's unheard of.
Yeah, this is one of your dons. He said Manchester Wigan, but from the same ends of the brothers on the show. Is this one of your people?
You know what?
I think it's one of your people.
You know? Robbo. Yeah. I'm not. You know what? I'm not even sure. You know, we're all from this. We know that those 2 are from the same.
Yeah,
ends, but, Money on the map. Do you know what I mean?
Facts. This is the question. I'll ask this. He said, "Do you think this is bias? Bailly is one of the best centre backs in the league. If he didn't get injured, remember the first season he was wavy. Yeah, facts. Bailly's problem to me is his injury record. I like him as a centre back.
We can't say he's one of the best if he's never playing. Plays
that's the
one
problem.
game and he's out.
Well, I'm a big fan of Bailly. It's just a question. It's just his injury record that's a problem. It is what it is. Uglygram also says PSG are so overrated. They are horrible. Neymar and Mbappe, inshallah. I hear that. I won't go as far to say that. I won't go as far to say they're horrible. I'm just saying they weren't as good as everybody was making out when we was drew against them. That's all I'm saying. But like, put it this way: if we would have put on the performance they did against us, our fan base would have kicked off. If they come to Old Trafford and do what we did to them, our fan base is kicking off. But when we do well, our fan base likes to make excuses and not give the players and Ollie his credit. Like, yo, give the team and the manager their flowers when they play well. Do I believe he is good enough? No. But credit where credit's due when he gets results. And in the Champions League, the first 2 games, he got great results. He got phenomenal results. Phenomenal results.
You've been saying it, Paulus. You've been saying it, and you're saying that Ole can win a trophy. That's what you've been saying, isn't it? That's the best way. He might not win the league, but he'll win a trophy. So if he wins a Champions League, let's hypothetically say he wins a Champions League. I'm not saying that he's going to win it though. Don't quote me on that. Let's say he wins it, then he's done more or less done a Klopp, hasn't he? He's done a Klopp, hasn't he?
He's done something that I believe he couldn't do if he wins the Champions League. But again, with the FA Cup and the League Cup, definitely. I say it all the time. When you can score goals, you can win football matches, and the more football matches you win, the more likely you are to win trophies. And our attacking the options, I say this all the time, are incredible. If you look at the options we have. And we've added Tellers into the mix now. He's another outlet on that left-hand side. You feel me? Like, look at the players we've added: Tellers, Donny and Cavani. Bear in mind, our front three outscored Liverpool's front three. People forget that, though, and they won the league.
Yeah, but Uglygram. Yeah, Luke Shaw's basic, but he is. Listen, I'm not a massive fan of him, but when he puts it in, he puts it in. When he plays centre half, you ain't getting past him. But he's got another problem: always injured.
Yeah, he's what's it called, isn't it? He's but again, he's another one. Even though I don't personally rate him, this season he has been better. This season he's been better. You know what I'm saying? He's been better.
To me, when you're in professional environments like that, you can pay for the best. You can pay for the best. What's it? Fitness team. Yeah, you know I mean, it goes beyond training on. It goes beyond training on the football and on the football pitch at Carrington. You have to go out and know how to look after yourself properly. There's pure man out there, not just strength and conditioning. You can go in them cryo chambers and all ice yourself up. You got to keep yourself in the best condition, and that's why I'm so critical of what's his name, Eric Bailly. And Luke Shaw's injured again. Now Tellers is coming. And obviously we've got the pandemic. It's different when it's a pandemic. It's not an injury, is it? But we are going to see a lot of injuries, and the shape of the league is difficult to say because we've never had a pandemic before. And now everyone's going like up, down, up, down. Everyone thought Liverpool was going to lose. They smashed Leicester, no problem. Do you know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out Lauren. She's always here. She says, "What's up?" She said, "I can see Istanbul winning tonight." You're an Arsenal fan, no surprise. You see in Istanbul.
Love it, man. Show your face, man.
Shout out to Lauren and that. Yeah, she said she was on the Q&A. I put out the link and she didn't jump in. You know what I'm saying? It's jump on. She didn't. She also says here. Let me get this comment up. She says, "Sorry, my laptop moving a bit slow. Fullbacks ain't your problem. It's your centre backs. They are so poor. It's a mix. I mean, Wan-Bissaka's a good fullback. Sure, this season has been good. Yeah. Our centre backs are like a decent. We just again, it's combinations, and it comes down to it's a combination of a lot of things. Yes, the centre backs need to be better. So do the fullbacks. So do the holding midfielders. But then if we're set up better, it is. If your defenders ain't defending, it's not really an issue. Liverpool went for a league title, and look at their back four. I know it was a few years ago, but when they had that Brendan Rodgers back four, they conceded like 50 goals. There's teams who have been relegated who probably conceded less goals than them.
100%.
This is what I'm saying. Like Astro was telling me about it because they were scoring so much. It's when they had Suarez, Sturridge, and the three S's, isn't it? You had Suarez, Sturridge, and Sterling. It's like that's what that is. The 4TD also says here, Rashford not seeing Tellers overlaps. He's not through balling it to him. If he throws it to Tellers, this comment, man. Jesus, use lot punctuation putting me to the test. Rashford's not seeing Tellez overlap. He's not passing him the ball. If he passes it to Tellez, he has an open cross, which is a big reason we bought him his crosses. Yeah, it's one game, no. Relax, man. It's only one game.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. He's saying that Tellez is overlapping him and Rashford ain't passing him the ball.
Well,
so
you're
it's
not
a
always going to
run.
get it. Yeah, but no, it's not a wasted run because the overlap takes away a player.
No, I'm saying that's what he's probably seeing. I'm not saying it.
Okay.
Yeah, some people see it as it's a wasted one, but I was just about to say, well, if he's pulling away a player, then it's not really a wasted run, is it?
Yeah.
And already you've seen the change when he is on that side.
I hear that. Does James Garner have a big future? From what I've seen, not really. That's just me, though. I don't see the hype, but I could be wrong.
Is he the one that's on loan at Watford?
I have no. Is he on loan? No, he's still at Manchester United, isn't he? Not. I don't think he went out on loan.
Who's on loan at Watford? Garner. Yeah,
is it Garner? I had no
Yeah.
idea about that. Still, I had no idea.
Man, they're probably going to get him into the first team. It's whether I don't know if he's going to have a big future. They said that about Cleverly. He had a little bit and then bounced, and we've not seen him since.
That's what I'm saying. The T4D says Liverpool controlling the game with under 21 teams. We play with 2 CDMs against West Brom. Yeah, man, that's a big issue. That's a big issue. The ugly ramp says ManDem Williams is terrible. I don't think he's terrible. He's just a good squad player.
I just don't think he's a left back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like right
he's a
back.
good squad player. I think he'd be a better wing back, and that's again why I want to see us play the back three. Because I think he'd be a better wing back, whether it's left wing back. I think he'd be a better right wing back, but I want to see him though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ugly Ram. Yeah, you man are right. He said he's on loan at Watford. Child Bits and Bobs. He says good show, man. Appreciate it. Yes. Because Bits and Bobs, you're a mod on here if I do stand correctly. But yeah, please make sure you hit the like button on the video. No matter if you're watching this live right now, you're watching this back, hit the like button, share it across all your socials, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're closing in on 1,500 subs. We are under, last time I checked, which was a couple of days ago, under 200 away. So make sure you do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's big. That's big.
Ugly Gram, yes, I am tired. I'm not gonna lie. Yes.
It's what happens, man, when you put in that work, innit?
3 hours every day, you need more sleep. You gotta work, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work. Oh, we're on 1.4. Okay, so we're under 100 away then. So please make sure you hit the like button. Let's get us to 1,500 by the end of the week. Yeah, it's Thursday now. No, sorry, it's Tuesday now. So yeah, by the end of the week, you man got till Sunday. Get us to it. Get us to it. Yes, bro, I am. Honey's on patrol. Yeah, man. Respect, hit the like button, etc., etc. Any more questions you have for us, let us know before we are going to wrap up the show in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Yo, 187 gangster crit, man. You know this. He's on it. You know he's on this thing, man.
On the hard graph, man. You got to be. You got to be. You know what I mean? You got to
still
be.
Still a code name, that in it. I mean,
yeah, 187
code name.
Yeah, sick Avi as well with Pogba Martial. I like that. I like the picture. I like the Avi. I like the Avi. This is the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Like I said, you get these every Tuesday. ManDem United podcast is every Tuesday, every Thursday, 5 p.m. Make sure you check out all the other shows on Sarcasm City TV too. Tomorrow we have the Music Minded podcast at 8:30. So that's Tox, Lindrix, and Sophie, where they discuss everything music. Lindrix's new EP, Get to Know You, is out right now. Please make sure you go stream that. I am Lindrix. Zayla is his ats on everything, Twitter, Instagram, across all streaming platforms like Spotify, iTunes, etc. So yeah, make sure you go check that out. And we should have a new show starting tomorrow as well, a new addition to add into the roster.
And where's Ahmed gone, man? I like the banter, man. I like when he fires, man. Come on, lad.
I think he's modding somewhere else. He mods everywhere still.
Does he?
Yeah. He mods in a lot of places.
Man. I hope he's not taking that stuff personal, you know.
Nah, he don't take that personally.
I just like it, man. I just like when he comes, you know.
The Ugly Gram says, Flawless and AV8, big up Flawless. Can you make a tune with H? I don't know him like that. I've done an interview with him, but I don't know him like that. But I need to get active musically first. You see where you see me grafting here? A man's now working with big people, i.e. your Aarons, your Saeed, your Rants, Adam Matic, etc. I need to start working musically. But I need to find a producer. That's what I need to do.
You know what I was thinking there now he just said that, Ugly Gram. Why don't anyone that's musically talented, you could just do one of them football songs, theme songs, you know, do you know what I mean? Why not? Barnby did it. It was clear.
It's an option. It's an option.
Definitely an option.
But yeah, that's why I haven't made. Obviously, one, the media stuff has taken over doing all of this, doing the whole Sarcasm City TV, YouTube side of thing. Secondly, as well, I thought Ahmed was at Rant's channel. But yeah, salute to Rants. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. You catch me on there. I'll be on a recap tonight, actually. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, I'm doing all the media stuff. That's what's caused the music to slow down. But I was in studio a couple of days ago. Is
But
Bugsy Malone a City fan? I don't know. Is he?
I don't know. I think he just did.
No idea.
Yeah,
I
he
don't.
is. Rosie said,
Is
yeah. But
okay. I
H is
legit
a
don't know.
United fan, innit?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Any more questions you lot have? Otherwise, we are going to close out the show. We've done an hour and 15 minutes. So
Do we get any
anything...
predictions?
Oh yeah. All right. Give us your prediction then. Maybe give us your prediction.
I'm just going to put it out there. United win 3-0.
Okay. I'm saying United 2-0. You lot in the comments, let us know your predictions actually before we go. Let us know. Ugly Gam says London is the capital of United fans. United fans are everywhere because we have a worldwide fan base. That's why. Hear me? We have a worldwide fan base. So it's like we have fans everywhere. Doesn't matter if it's... Look at all the people that tune into this show. That's because of all of our allegiance to Manchester United. 187 Gangster Crip says 3-1 United. I'm saying Aviate said 3-0. I'm saying 2-0. You feel me? A Thrashing TD says 5-0. Mazo.
All right. I did that the other day, man. Everyone told me to calm down, but I had to just put it out there just for the crack. Do you know what I mean?
5-0 in that. We're global, baby. Facts, man. We are global. Let us know. Please let us know. Your predictions. Hear me? Ugly Gram says every UK rapper is Arsenal or United fan because they're two of them, the biggest teams in what's it called in the country. That's why. Adding Liverpool, that's two of your three right there. So it makes sense.
There's some,
and then a lot of UK rappers are from London or Manchester. So that's what it is. And then your ones from Birmingham don't really support Birmingham teams.
That you got to accept, man. You support Liverpool, innit?
Yes, and then Liverpool because of obviously the whole black players in the 80s, your John Barnes, etc.
Yeah, same. It's a similar thing with Arsenal, isn't it? I don't know what it is with United in London. Listen, support you what I support. That's what I say, innit? When you're doing things like this, yeah, you're hearing it straight from out of money. Do you know what I mean? But there is some in London. Do you know what I mean?
Donny van der Beek masterclass today. If he starts, he put if in capital letters. That's the T4D. Facts. Like last one for you here, and then we're gonna bounce. So he says AV8 channel. The Ugly Gram says.
Nah, tech time.
Yeah,
I'm on the ones and twos, man. Respect, though. Respect.
Their channel soon come. Their channel soon come. So yeah, both AV8 and Mikey's links to their Instagrams will be underneath this video.
Mikey's is at Fenactivate on Instagram, and mine is AV8 Spin on Instagram. That's what I'm about.
There we go. Yeah, so I'll put them underneath the video.
People, just get on there.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate your support, though, Ugly Gram. I get it, AV8 channel, but you know what? Yeah, this is why I'm backing my boy, Flawless. Yeah, it's my team.
Appreciate it, big bro. Well, yeah, people. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you follow myself across all my socials underneath this video. Make sure you follow JV as well across all the socials. Sarcasm City across all socials because Sarcasm City is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So make sure this is also available in audio only platform. So if you want to listen to it as just an audio podcast, you can find it on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just type in Sarcasm City and this will pop up. Great show, guys, says 187 Gangster Crip. Appreciate that love. And the channel, we will be back. Well, I'm live on Rance's channel later on today after the game. Wednesday, the Music Minded podcast 8:30, and then there'll be a new show starting at 9:30. Thursday, the ManDem United podcast will be back. I think we also might be doing a preview, big fights, big nights only of Tyson Roy Jones Jr. Friday, possibly a new show. I'm not sure. Saturday, the Gyaldem City podcast. Oh yeah, and also Saturday late one. That's going to be good. The Talk About It Network special. So it'll be myself, Longhaired Linda, Nick. I'm trying to get the whole Talk About It Network gang on. So Tox, JV, Mike, and Alan. So it'll be Red Lion Gang, Pod of Mercy, Sarcasm City podcast. Trying to get them all on. Yeah, I'm going to be waved on that. So make sure you lock into that. Oh yeah, Thursday with Rants 2, definitely. Sunday, the Sarcasm City podcast go live at 7 p.m. The Sarcasm City Sports Q&A straight after at 8 p.m. Rants at 7. Like I said, I will be on Thursday with Rants at 7, the Rants and Flawless show. 187 Gangster Crip says more Yan City. Yeah, man, I'll bring it on. I'll let her know on that. Go dive in her DMs, fam. You know what I'm saying? Go dive in her DMs, innit? Tell her she pretty and that. You feel me? But yes, people, this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.